Are we okay? Uh-oh.
Mayor Pro Tem Edwards, we are live.
And good evening and welcome to the Temecula City Council meeting of November 24th. I'm Mary Ann Edwards. I'm the Mayor Pro Tem and I will be officiating at this meeting. So we're going to have our invocation this evening by City Manager Aaron Adams. So if you would please bow your head, and that will be followed by the flag salute, which I will lead. So thank you. City Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor Pro Tem. Would you please bow your head with me? Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I just come to you this Thanksgiving week. We are grateful for so much, even despite the challenges of 2020 and everything that we've faced as a people, as a community, as a state, and as families. Lord, we are grateful for many. And Lord, we just ask your blessings on this meeting this evening. Ask your wisdom and discernment to be upon the city council. As always, I lift up the city staff and those that are tirelessly giving both police and fire responders for protection at all times, Lord, and just continue to have your hand on this very blessed community. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much, Aaron. So if you would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, if you happen to have a flag in your home, if you're watching at home, or you can do what I'm going to do. And I'm actually going to look out my window. My flag is outside and it's lighted, looking out the window. So if you please place your right hand over your heart and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. And Madam City Clerk, for purposes of virtual reality, would you please call the roll?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem Edwards.
Here.
Councilmember Nagar.
Here.
Councilmember Ron.
Here.
Here.
And thank you. Do we have any public comments this evening?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem Edwards, we have one public comment.
All right, could you read that, please?
Yes, would you like to go ahead and read the?
Sure. A total of 30 minutes is provided for members of the public to address the City Council on items that appear on the consent calendar or a matter not listed on the agenda. Each speaker is limited to 3 minutes. For all public hearing or business items on the agenda, each speaker is limited to 5 minutes. For this meeting, public comments may be submitted and read into the record pursuant to the important notice provided at the top of this agenda. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Edwards and council members, we only have one public comment tonight. It's submitted by Jonathan Chang. And Jonathan Chang writes, good evening, council members. We have indisputably entered the third wave of COVID-19. We have lacked national leadership and had to rely on state and local leadership to see us through this pandemic. When the pandemic first hit us, we shut down for a brief period of time, which prevented our medical professionals from being overwhelmed. In March, we saw 35,000 new cases per day. Since November, we saw a drastic increase. On November 12th, we saw more than 194 new cases, 5 times as many cases as when we shut down. From November 1st through 12th, we saw more than 12,000 deaths, roughly equating to just over 4 9/11 attacks at this time. In this time, Riverside County ranks second in total number of COVID cases and percent of state's cases in California, third in total deaths, 14 out of 58 in cases per 100,000. There is no surprise when you drive through Old Town or go to the store and do not see patrons and some employees refusing to either wear face masks or just wear them improperly. If you look at our neighbors in San Diego County, their numbers are far better than ours, yet they have a larger population. Why is that? I can tell you that it is because they believe in and follow the science. Their leaders are leading and taking the advice of experts. You are our community leaders. What are you doing to keep us safe and preventing the spread of this deadly virus? How are businesses allowed to continue to operate while endangering the community? Mayor Pro Tem Edwards, that is the only public comment for tonight.
All right, thank you very much. We're on to City Council reports. Does anyone have a report? No one? All right. Mike?
No,
Do you?
that was a negative.
Oh, negative. Okay. All right. Since you're in the dark, Mike, I can't, tell what you're saying. So I can't read your lips. There's no power shortage, is there? There you go. Except you're muted. Now we can't hear you, but that's okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. There you go. All right, so we're going to move on to the consent calendar. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered to be routine and all will be enacted by one roll call vote. There will be no discussion of these items unless members of the City Council request specific items be removed from the consent calendar for separate action. Item number 1, waive reading of standard ordinances and resolutions. Number 2, approve action minutes of November 6th and November 10th, 2020. Number 3, approve list of demands. Number 4, adopt ordinance 2020-10, repealing of city campaign disclosure requirements that are now covered by state law, the second reading. Number 5, approve city treasurer's report as of September 30th, 2020. And number 6, approve parcel map 37973 located on the corner of Margarita Road and De Portola Road. So if anyone wants to pull
consent.
anything, if not, I have a motion. Did I get a second?
I'll get a
Motion
second.
is, okay, motion is second. Madam City Clerk, could you call the roll, please, for the vote?
Yes. Mayor Pro Tem Edwards,
Aye.
Councilmember Nagar,
Aye.
I pulled up some images for you.
Oh,
Council- Councilmember Ron,
Aye.
and Councilmember Schwenk.
Aye.
so Madam City Clerk, apparently your voice is something that Alexa or Google Speak really likes because she keeps trying to talk back to you. So we'll see if we can deal with that. Okay, so we are going to recess the City Council meeting to the scheduled meetings of Temecula Community Services District, successor agency to the Temecula Redevelopment Agency, the Temecula Housing Authority, and or the Temecula Public Financing Authority, and to President Zach Schwenk.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor Pro Tem. I'm going to call tonight's Temecula Community Services District meeting to order. Since we remain in the virtual setting, would you mind calling the roll again, please?
Yes. Director Edwards,
Here.
Director Nagar,
Here.
Director Ron,
Here.
and President Schwenk.
And I'm here. Thank you very much. Do we have any public comments this evening?
We do not.
Okay, thank you. I'll go ahead and dispense with the reading of those rules and we'll move on to our consent calendar. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one roll call vote. There will be no discussion of these items unless members of the Temecula Community Services District request specific items to be removed from the consent calendar for separate action. Item number 7, approve action minutes of November 10th, 2020. Now I'll entertain a motion.
Move consent.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Would you please take the roll call vote?
Yes. Director Ron,
Aye.
Director Edwards,
Aye.
Director Nagar,
Aye.
President Schwenk.
Aye. Thank you very much. That passes 4-0. Thank you, everyone. We'll move on to our director's report. Director Hawkins, anything from you tonight?
Well, a happy anniversary wish to you, Mr. President.
Thanks, sir.
Our CS Chair Levine will again be providing a report later, but just a quick thank you also to those that made this weekend's Path of Honor event so special. Like the honorees, thank you, Mr. Birkinshaw, for your service and tireless efforts. Jeff Lawrence for putting the TCSD touches on this. Chris from IT for your behind the scenes magic. And of course, our Madam Mayor Pro Tem for your support and participation, making the event special for the inductees and their families. A happy Thanksgiving wish to the community, board, and council. And with that, that concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Director Hawkins. Appreciate that. General Manners report tonight?
Nothing further tonight, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any Board of Directors reports?
I just have one comment. And for everyone who's listening and heard Director Hawkins, we presented pavers that will be placed or that already are placed at the Veterans Memorial at the Duck Pond. And we had a little ceremony and many of the families of the people represented on those pavers were on the Zoom meeting. And it was kind of like just a family gathering. It was quite nice. And, we have to thank Mr. Birkinshaw for taking care of that for us. It's a wonderful program. If you haven't seen it, get down to the Duck Pond and go over to the Veterans Memorial and walk around and take a look at all the names of people who have served their country. Many, I'd say most of which probably still live here. So thank you.
Great. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you taking part in that.
Mr.
All right.
President, just to piggyback on Mayor Pro Tem, many people don't know that the tree that's planted there is a Liberty tree, and that has some historic significance. I won't go into it here, but when you're off this meeting, anybody's watching, look up Liberty Tree. and it's very poignant for the times that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Thanks for that, Mike. We have a little homework assignment, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Seeing no more comments, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting to our December 8th meeting. We are adjourned.
All right, thank you. And I will reconvene the Temecula City Council meeting. We do have a public hearing this evening, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. Any person may submit written comments to the City Council before or during a public hearing in support of or in opposition to the approval of the projects in the manner prescribed in the important notice at the top of this agenda. If you challenge any of the projects in court, you may be limited to raising only those issues you or someone else raised in written correspondence delivered to the city clerk prior to the public hearing. And the first item is, or the item is, item number 8. It's a receive and file Assembly Bill AB 1600 Financial Reports fiscal year 2019-20 Development Impact Fee Expenditures. So could we have a brief staff report, please?
Yes, good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and City Council members. The item before you tonight is a summary of the development impact fee expenditures for fiscal year 2019-20. Government Code Section 66006 requires an accounting of development impact fees be provided at a public hearing every 5 years. The city has a practice of providing this report annually in order for maximum transparency. Per the Government Code, development impact fee revenue must be spent within 5 years of receipt on eligible capital projects that mitigate impacts of the development activity. For fiscal year 1920, a total of $2.5 million in development impact fee revenue was collected across the 8 separate DIF accounts. Just under $59,000 of interest was earned, and a total of $3.8 million was expended across 11 separate capital projects. The remaining DIF fund balance for all 8 accounts totals $1.6 million and is programmed for expenditure in accordance with the capital improvement program adopted by the council on June 9th, 2020. This concludes my presentation, and I'm available for any questions.
All right, thank you. Members, do you have any questions? Shaking heads? No?
No.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and open the public hearing. And if there are any public comments?
Mayor Pro Tem Edwards, we do not have any public comments for this public hearing.
Okay, normally I would go going once, twice, 3 times, but since no one has submitted them ahead of time, I'll go ahead.
Move
Close
to
the public
receive and
hearing.
file.
Got a motion
Oh, second.
and a second? All in favor? Oh, call the roll.
Councilmember Nagar,
Aye.
Councilmember Ron,
Aye.
Councilmember Schwank,
Aye.
and Mayor Pro Tem Edwards.
Aye. Okay, moving right along, we are at the developmental or departmental reports. So we're going to call on our commissioners here. Community Development Department monthly report.
Actually,
Mayor
Madam Mayor Pro Tem,
Nothing for Luke.
these are actually just receive and file departmental reports.
Okay, I was going to go right down the list and give him a chance. In that case, I have the commission reports, and we're going on down to. So let's go ahead and let me see who's here. Brad Sullivan, your name's right dead center in the middle of the screen.
Okay, hi everyone.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Nothing to report this evening. Just want to wish everyone a healthy and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you very much. All right, Eric Levine, you're at City Hall apparently.
Right out in front.
Sitting out in front, and by gosh, it's still daylight over there.
Right? So crazy the weather here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's that time of year again, and although it may not look the same as in years past, we're so excited to start the holidays off right and bright, beginning with the virtual Christmas tree lighting on Monday, November 30th at 7 p.m. You can find us at Temecula Parks and Rec on Facebook. Also, we have a very special guest this year because Santa is coming to town this year. From the safety and convenience of your own driveway, you will be able to see Santa, Frosty, and Rudolph drive through your neighborhood spreading Christmas cheer. Santa will be visiting over 40 Temecula neighborhoods for 13 nights in December. Here Comes Santa Claus neighborhood routes are posted online along with our holiday fun guide to Christmas events in Temecula. You can visit temeculaca.gov/holidays to see the full lineup. That concludes my report.
That is very, very, very exciting. You know, it's been so difficult during COVID with all the virtual things. And I will say that the virtual Christmas tree lighting is a lighting of the real Christmas tree delivered virtually. It's not a virtual tree. The tree is really there. I'm going to light the actual tree as we normally would it from the duck pond. And also, I love Santa. Santa's going to be in town for 13 nights.
13
That's
nights.
amazing.
Yes.
So if you know, like the Mayor Pro Tem wanted to follow along behind Santa and just go through some of the neighborhoods, could she maybe take her own private vehicle and just tag along?
Absolutely, she can.
And council members, you know, I can put my top down and hold 2 other people on the car. So we'll have to talk about that later. But I'm very excited. I'm going to check out the routes. Encourage everybody else
do.
to. So, all right. Thanks for the
It's
report.
going to be a lot of fun. Mhm.
It is going to be a lot of
Madam
fun.
Mayor Pro Tem, Santa's favorite elf, also known as Dontastic, is attempting to coordinate that with the full council.
Oh, very good. Well, you know,
Uh-huh.
we can all put on the ears.
Didn't Councilman Nagar have some pajamas picked out? We saw a photo at the last.
Onesies.
Those have been retired, and they'll go to the City Hall Museum.
Okay.
And listen, Mayor Pro Tem, Councilmember Ron and I will join you in your car. If it can run with the 2 of us in it.
Well, okay. In that case, one of you will have to drive and I will sit up on the back because neither of you is going to sit up on that, you know, that automatic roof. I'll tell you right now. I think, yeah, not going to happen. So, you know, maybe you can drive. I'll let you drive. And that will be a lot of fun.
Yes, yes. One other comment. I would have expected our CS commissioner to sing "Here Comes Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus." But
I always sing that in the parade.
Eric, okay, maybe we'll have to wait for it. But you know, come on.
We'll do a duet. I'll call you. Okay. We'll do it.
Sounds
We'll
good.
do the duet. Yeah. So get out all
I'm
the
not
Alfred
above
Burke.
that.
Start memorizing the Alfred Burke carols and I'll get back to you tomorrow. Okay. So Zach, since you're the commission, the commission president of TCSD, you'll have to have a place of honor with Santa, I think. And then the minions we can follow behind.
Well, we can all participate, but yeah, I think it's a great idea, and I think maybe there's a couple routes that I'll hop on my bike. So maybe if you're feeling frisky, grab your bike and your onesie, and we'll go for a ride around the neighborhood.
Okay, it's automobile. It's the automobile for me.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right,
Good idea.
I'm looking forward to it already. Lene, how are you? Hello.
Hi.
How's the
hello,
planning
everyone.
commission?
Planning Commission did not meet in our last meeting. We had a cancellation, but we'll be meeting next week. So no report there, but I wanted to thank the City Council for my reappointment. And I am grateful to be able to serve for another 3 years with Planning Commission. And it's a fun commission.
It is, huh?
I really do appreciate my colleagues that I work with, and especially Luke and the staff at in planning. Great people and always answering our questions. So I'm grateful to have this opportunity. It was an interesting process, and I'm amazed that you guys read 80 plus applications, and so hopefully everyone was felt satisfied with the process. And anyway, thank you so much for reappointing me.
Well, thank you. You're doing a great job. And planning has only slowed down a little bit during COVID. People are still taking, advantage of the hours that City Hall is operating and, by phone virtually and everything. And so we still have projects moving forward. So thank you for continuing to work.
I actually feel like planning hasn't slowed down at all this year. Yeah. Really, I think this is the only meeting that's been canceled, but we've had something pretty much every meeting. So appreciate all their hard work. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So city manager. Oh, I got public safety first. Public safety first. Public safety first. Captain Hall, I see you in the telephone there. He may be out on a priority one call right now.
Captain Hall's on the line. I don't know if he has a report this evening or not.
He might not. I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and move down to the city manager report, and Captain Hall can, weigh in anytime he wants.
Fair enough. No report, just wishing the council a happy Thanksgiving and safe and healthy holiday. Enjoy your time with your family, and to the staff as well. So enjoy a couple days off, and we'll catch our breath, and we'll be back at it next week.
All right, thank you. And Peter, anything? I know you do not probably.
No, nothing to report tonight.
All right, then.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem?
Sir.
I don't want to cut you off, but I don't want us to adjourn. I wanted to bring something up, but that's okay. I know we're sort of waiting for Captain Hall to jump in, but just before we adjourn, I wanted to bring up, Kevin alluded to it earlier, I will never have this opportunity again in my life to have an anniversary, 20th wedding anniversary on a city council night.
Happy anniversary!
Yeah, well, thank you. And, I think, when we think about, being here, there's a family too that's behind us. And so I would be remiss if I didn't thank Jennifer for everything she's done for me over the years, and just being a part of my life and making me a better person every single day, which in turn helps me lead our city. So 20 years makes me feel really old, but I just wanted to tell Jennifer and that I love her, and thanks for everything she does for us.
I remember 20 years, and now I'm looking at 43. And it's gone so fast. So take a lot of pictures. I'm just telling you.
You know me, I like taking pictures all day, but
I know you do.
Thank you for that.
I've seen life around Captain Hall. There you are. I've seen your light is flashing, and and how fitting for the police chief to have a flashing light. So go ahead with your report.
Sorry about that. Good evening,
That's okay.
everybody. A little technical difficulty here. I wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and to remind everybody to celebrate safely this year. And if you wanted, I could run through our stats, or I could just provide those to you in email.
Why don't you provide it to us in email, and then we can post them.
I will do that.
And then people may spend their entire coffee morning, with your stats. Who knows?
Sounds great.
Okay. Thank you, Zach. Well,
thank you.
It's time for adjournment, so I will also wish everyone to have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving. And it's been a challenging year, but really, when you get down to it, we have so much to be thankful for. And the whole COVID situation is going to be resolved. It's going to resolve itself, and vaccines are coming out. So, that'll be behind us, and we still have all the things to be thankful for. So enjoy family, friends, and your turkey. Mine is in the refrigerator thawing, and I'll be up early to put the bird in the oven. So I will accept a motion for adjournment.
Move adjournment.
And second, all in favor? Aye. And we stand adjourned. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.